Minister, so the FBI talking about uncovering Russian botnet malware infecting many small businesses throughout the United States. Has there been any indication Canadian small businesses may have been hit with a similar malware attack from Russia? And what kind of resources is public safety throwing at this?
Well, we're always on high alert and putting a full court press to protect our economy, our critical infrastructure, including small and medium-sized businesses, all businesses, when it comes to potential threats to our national security, be it in cyber, be it through foreign interference. But let's just take a step back for a moment and acknowledge with great shock and horror what's happening in Ukraine, in Bucha, in Mariupol, and right across the entire country. We're seeing parents who are now writing on the backs of their infants, their children's, their names, their dates of birth, just in case they get killed. I mean, there's simply no words. And, to my mind, these examples of desperation, of the people who are still alive, who are struggling every day just to stay alive in the face of these brutal attacks, just has to give everyone all that much more resolve to ensure that everyone, every single person, regardless of rank or station, is brought to justice. And that's why we made the announcement to send additional deployments of the RCMP to the International Criminal Court, so that even as these atrocities are being perpetrated every single day and the mountain of evidence is growing, that we are at the same time preserving the record so that everyone is brought to justice.
And to your knowledge, with the RCMP members going to the International Court, will any of them be going to Ukraine themselves to assist in the on-the-ground investigation?
Well, what's important first is that everyone understands is that they've already started that work now. That the additional deployment, which is more than tripling the resources that we had at the ICC, has already commenced. People are getting ready. They're going to be traveling to The Hague, which is where the ICC is based. And they're not going for a day or a week or months. They're going there for the long haul, because this is going to be a long-term commitment. But I was in Montreal last week, and I met with members of the Ukrainian-Canadian community there. And there were two young Ukrainian teenagers, one of whom had just arrived a short time ago from Kyiv, and she was split from her family. And she has no idea if her parents are going to make it through or not. And she was afraid. She was afraid to be identified, to be in any photos. I mean, there's no way to describe what's happening there, which is why we've got to keep doing everything in our power to hold everyone accountable.
Yeah, and then just here at home as well on that accountability. All right, all good. And just we're trying to keep making sure people are held accountable here at home. Has CSIS heard anything, to your knowledge, has CSIS heard anything from the FBI on whether they may have found any evidence with a Russian malware attack that may also have reached Canada, like the UK as well? You mentioned this has also been found there as well too. So has CSIS gotten any intelligence from their American counterparts?
Well, I was just in Washington, D.C. very recently, where I am assured that there is very strong collaboration between our intelligence partners, between CSIS and United States, and we're using that intelligence to the best of our capabilities, not only to mitigate against the threats to our national security, and as you've heard the Prime Minister say and the President of the United States, we remain on high alert against possible Russian retaliation, but to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to hold those who are perpetrating these atrocities every single day accountable. Thank you very much.